I used to live for being outside. Mountain biking wasn't just my job, it was my passion, my escape. Shouldering the bike up Scotland's hills was just part of daily life. Then MS came along, slow at first, just nibbling away, then it picked up speed. These days riding's harder, even walking the dog feels like a daily standoff with the pavement.
Some days he just can't even make that walk. The irony of it is that you think that walking is easier, but for Andy walking is more challenging than riding a bike.
So Anila ends up doing most of it. I'm stuck at home, frustrated, watching from the sidelines. But I've never been one to give up. I do what I can to stay active, to stay healthy, stay connected to the outdoors, even when my body's not playing ball. So when I heard about orthotics research at Queen Margaret University, designing footwear to help folk like me stay upright, I jumped at it. What if I could take Gretel out again, just the two of us, give Anila a break, stop her worrying I'll hit the deck? Maybe even get back into the hills, maybe even back on the bike without the constant fear. It's a big step, but maybe, just maybe it's the right one.
Yeah, foot drop. What is foot drop? So foot drop happens where somebody has reduced ability to control the muscle in their shin to pull the toe up as they swing their leg through as they walk.
When they lift the foot off the ground, the foot just drops away. So because you're not able to lift your foot, what happens is people tend to drag the foot on the floor and the risk of tripping increases.
And it's exhausting because people have to focus so hard on keeping their toes up and on obstacles or people around them that's really very fatiguing. It then starts to lead to people changing what they do and not engaging in the things that are deeply meaningful to them, which means their quality of life is really, really affected. It can be caused by multiple sclerosis, stroke, Parkinson's, cerebral palsy, potentially motor neuron disease, and also by conditions that affect the legs and back more. So maybe somebody's had injury to the nerves in their legs or their back. Diabetes can lead to foot drop. So there's a huge number of conditions that lead to it.
Foot drop's not just the dragging your feet and the tripping. It's the where it's happening. You know, in your garden, okay, you can crawl back in through the door. Crossing the road outside your house, that's embarrassing, but you can still find your way back, or a friendly neighbour might help you out. But when you want to get out in the hills like I do and still experience the feeling I get when I come to these places, it's trying to strike that balance between being responsible and safe and not finding yourself stranded in the middle of nowhere because yeah, you were able to walk out there but you can't walk back. You know, your radius shrinks. The things you do and the places you go, it just, and your confidence to explore, it just gets less and less.
Usual activities, so work, study, family life, you know, just leisure activities. Obviously that involves a lot of cycling for you. Would you say that you have no problems doing these usual activities, slight problems, moderate problems, severe problems doing them, or you're unable to do your usual activities?
I'd say severe.
Severe? Now, on this last one here, there's a big scale from 0 being the worst health that you can imagine to 100, the best health that you can imagine. 35. Have you got no pain or discomfort, slight pain, moderate pain or discomfort, severe pain or discomfort, or do you have extreme pain or discomfort?
I'd say severe.
You know, I became a podiatrist because I want to help people, and using my expertise to to come up with something it's really life-changing for people is very satisfying.
The feasibility study involves 15 people coming into the gait analysis lab, and before they come in, they are asked to do a few measures at home that look at their physical activity without this new footwear, that look at things like their quality of life and how much they use NHS resources.
I feel as though I should be letting out a brake screeching noise when I go around these corners.
You're halfway, just over halfway.
You know, in terms of the condition and how it affects people, what is it like now? We want then to give people the shoe, and we want to capture what happens as soon as they wear the shoe. And then we want to capture the effects a number of weeks further down the line to see how the shoe has behaved and how that has maybe changed, you know, people's lives over a longer period of time.
This feels like quite an important moment.
So this is for your computerised three-dimensional gait analysis with the Vicon. For the case of foot drop, you know, we can see toe clearance, heel strike, you know, and things that are indicators of being a better walking pattern.
Got you.
Do you want to stick to bite on?
You'll be giving my wife ideas. I'm trying to kind of contain myself right now, if I'm honest, because I don't want to get too far ahead. I've literally just put these things on and I'm feeling things that I haven't for years. I'm walking taller. I'm standing on my heels. I can't remember the last time I actually stood on my heels and felt like I was walking normally instead of feeling hunched up, bracing for a fall. I've kind of, wow. Day one, trying out the new boots. Trying not to get ahead of myself, but I've voluntarily offered to go to the supermarket to buy Anila a bottle of wine. This will be the first time I have gone to a supermarket unaccompanied, under my own steam, for a very long time.
Surprise. Wow, you are actually walking quite normal.
I mean, having the confidence. I think that's probably going to take a little bit of time to relearn, to gain the confidence back, to know, right, these actually work, instead of me staring at the surfaces, at the ground, and figuring out how much lift, just trusting the system. I mean, look at, I'm moving kind of normal.
I think even the dog's surprised.
Hey, what do you think, Randall?
In terms of the government and the NHS, really just trying to emphasise how important and how cost effective it is to support people to keep walking. The impact on reducing falls and the consequences for the person and for the resources that are involved in helping that person recover, they're enormous. So keeping people on their feet as long as possible is immeasurable impact for the person, but for the country it has huge impacts too. The NHS is often built for swooping in when somebody's injured. The prevention of that injury is so important. Enabling people to live more safely but fully is crucial.
Wearing the shoe has improved my ankle movement, so has, you know, brought the foot
yes,
up.
100%.
So strongly agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Super. Wearing the shoe has helped me to walk better.
Yes, strongly agree.
Walking in the home, so walking inside, your performance was 3 and your satisfaction score was also 3.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely gone up. So I would probably say 6 and 5.
Okay, brilliant.
The only reason it's not higher
Yeah.
is because they are so bulky, and if
Yes,
they weren't,
yes.
I would probably have them on all day in
Yes.
and out of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
house, as opposed to, you know, taking them off more frequently at home.
No, that's fine.
So Vicky is going to be doing these qualitative interviews, talking to people about their experience. So sometimes that is more important in that sense, whether people feel they're safer. You know, when you walk in the lab up and down, the things you said, you can't capture it. So when you said you were talking about you were able to move around without touching the wall, all that data you can't capture from walking up and down in the gait lab.
For me personally, it wouldn't have laces. It wouldn't, if it had straps, they would have some kind of grip mechanism that made my diminished feeling and grip and strength, you know, not an issue. They would be super lightweight, as light as a trail running shoe.
Our hope is that there is not going to be one final product, because some people are going to need that heavy boot with stability. For somebody who really likes hill walking, they want to have that kind of structure. For some people, it's more important to have, you know, the air circulation, and it's much lighter. So our hope is that we can have different designs that work for different people.
It's really affected my confidence in a good way. And the boots have made me want to be more active on foot. So trying to go places, do things that I probably thought I'd written off and I might not do again.
What's exciting for me is that the principle works. The system, the straps, the technology, the thinking behind it, it works. To see that technology filter down into different applications, whether it's trail running shoes, whether it's for cyclists like me, I want to be part of that. I want to see that happen.